options. Understand, people of God, that God has a plan. Understand that he is simply using you to show the enemy that yet again he has no power. Yes. Job had it all. Amen. Just like some of us, we had it all. Living on the mountaintop. And all of a sudden it seems that I'm lifting my eyes in an unfamiliar place. Where am I lifting my eyes? This looks like a valley. It's easy to blame yourself or get discouraged because you don't understand what you've done to deserve such treatment. But we say, God, I want to see your face. But we don't want to go to the valley. I can attest that it wasn't on the mountaintop when I had an encounter with God. Yes, right. I can attest that it wasn't on the mountaintop where I was so engulfed with his presence. Yes. But it wasn't until I took a great fall. Yes. Yes. It wasn't until I was stripped of everything that was familiar. Yes. It wasn't until I looked around and saw that my many, many, many friends were so very, very few. It wasn't until I went through the church hurt. It wasn't until I went through people talking about me. It wasn't until I went through people dragging my name into the mud. It wasn't until people said that I was sleeping with Bob, Zach, and Joe, and everybody else. It wasn't until I understood what it was to go through and still had the ability to live. When I had an encounter with God. It wasn't when I was skipping through the daisies. It wasn't when I had a refrigerator full of food. But it was when I opened my refrigerator and saw nothing but a little carton of milk. It was when I drove up to my house and saw a foreclosure note on the front of my door. It was when I tried to flick on the light switch and I noticed that the electricity had been turned off yet again. It was in the dark place. It was in the dark place. And so many of us try to not go to the dark place, but what we don't understand is that it's in the dark place that God will show us his face. It's in the dark place that God will reveal who he is. And in revealing who he is, he simply shows us ourselves. It's great consideration. It's not a hard message. It's actually quite easy. I didn't know how you guys were going to take it. I didn't know it was going to minister to me the way it is. It's great consideration.